Hey, my name is Max, and this is the video part of my application for 2026 autumn quarter CS103 CA shifts. So first, let's say a student walks into office hours and they're working this super cool function, the twins function, which, as we begin by defining this function, we'll be taking as input any string. So any string, for example, in this case, we'll have hello, and then the output is going to be that same string, but with each character duplicated. So hello would become HHEE, LL for the first L, LL for the second L, and OO for this final O here. So so each character and its duplicate are stored in kind of the same relative ordering as the input string. Jumping into the coding side of things, let's go ahead and define our function. So we know we're going to be taking in a string as input, and we're going to be returning that same string with each of its characters duplicated. So for our output duplicated string, we can begin by initializing it to just an empty string, which we know we will be returning as the full duplicate string after. So just as a reminder for us, expected output should be our input string with each character duplicated. Now we can break this problem into parts. So first we can begin by looping through each character in our string, which should make things easier down the line when we actually want to start duplicating characters and storing them in our output string. So let's go ahead and loop through each character in our input string. So we know from CS106A, CS106B, this is just a super simple thing to set up, where for each character in our input string, let's go ahead and do something with that. What is that thing we're going to be doing with it? We're going to start by duplicating a character. So we want to loop through each character in our input string and duplicate it. So let's go ahead and set up a duplicate character variable, dupchar for short, which will be our char, but duplicated. And we can do this simply by taking our char and then adding it to itself and then storing it in duplicated char. To make sure this is all set up so far, we can go ahead and save this file, hop into our debugger down here, and we have this input string hello. Nice. So then we want to set a breakpoint at the loop we're testing. So here we can set a breakpoint at 16, at line 16, and continue. So now we're at our dupchar equals char plus char line, and if we continue one more time to actually initialize dupchar here with char plus char, then and print dupchar, we should expect duplicate character to be storing the first character of our string but duplicated. So we should see HH here. And perfect, we see HH. Let's actually continue here to make sure our function still works with future iterations. So if we print it again, we should expect the next character, which is E, and duplicated. So we should expect EE here, and we see EE. So our loop is set up just fine. And so we're almost done with the problem. The next part is to actually start storing these duplicated characters in our output string. So let's set dupchar equal to duplicate character here. And for the sake of just this scenario, let's say the student misses this plus operator. So they're just overriding the output each time with a duplicated character. This is obviously not going to produce expected behavior, but let's actually see what this actually produces. So we go ahead and run this, and we see, oh, our twin string is OO when it should be HHEE, LL, LL, OO. So what's the problem here? Let's run back into our debugger. Okay, and let's set a breakpoint at our 18, our output. Why is this not working? Let's see. Let's continue to it. All right, we're at our output. Let's go ahead and print our output. All right, it's empty. That's fine for now. Let's continue to the next iteration. Let's go ahead and print output again. All right, we have HH. Let's continue to our next iteration. And now it should be HHEE. Let's go ahead and print that out. It's just EE. That's odd. It should be HHEE. As we see, we're overriding output. So let's go back up here and see, oh yeah, we're missing a plus operator. Now let's save that, quit out of that, and let's see if this fixed the problem. And we have HHEE, LL, LL, OO. We have found the solution to our function, and that's all perfect. So yeah, I would love to CA for CS103 this upcoming autumn quarter. And that's all. Take care.